So good morning everyone. So today we are starting our new next problem. So which problem? What is fifth problem? So what is the question here? Explain how DEAR is trapezium. Which of these two sides are parallel? So they have given one figure DEAR, and that figure whether two sides are parallel it seems. So in that parallelogram two sides are parallel to each other, and which of these two sides are parallel we have to find. So which sides are parallel to each other we have to find here. So they have given a figure like this. So this is a trapezium, and in this DEAR, and here they have given this is 80 degrees, and here it is 100 degrees, and this symbol they have perpendicular symbol they have given in both sides of both angles of R and A. Okay, so now we have to show which two sides are parallel to each other. So already they have given in the figure. So in quadrilateral DEAR, they have given angle D is equals to 80 degrees and angle E is equals to 100 degrees. So if you add these two adjacent angles, that will be equals to 180. If these two are 180, so if you add these two, then also it will be equals to 180 degrees, because the total interior angles of a quadrilateral will be equals to 360 degrees. So here we can write angle D plus angle E is equals to 180 degrees. So we can write angle D plus angle E is equals to 180 degrees. That is 80 plus 100 will be equals to 180. Okay, that will be equals to 80 plus 100 will be equals to 180. So if you add these two, you got it as 180 degrees, because D and E are interior angles on the same side of transversal. Okay, so if I extend this and this will become transversal, and these two angles are lying on same side of a transversal, because here you write, so that is angle D and angle E are interior angles lies on same side of transversal. That's why the sum of two angles will be equals to 180 here. Okay, now what we have to show? We have to show these two are also equals to 180. Okay, so already these two, if you add these two, you got it as 180. So remaining two, if you add, that should be also equals to 180. So 180 plus 180 will be equals to 360 degrees. So already they have given here perpendicular symbols. Perpendicular symbol is nothing but 90 degrees. So angle A is equals to angle R, that is equals to 90 degrees. So you can write here angle A plus angle R is equals to 180 degrees. Okay, so angle A plus angle R is equals to 180 degrees. So we can say that these two lines are parallel to each other. So we can tell that DEAR is a trapezium. So already we know that these two lines are parallel to each other. So if these two are parallel to each other, this DER is a trapezium. Okay, so this is our fifth solution. Next is, already I told you about, I have given the solution for sixth. Now seventh one we will start. So what is seventh question? In quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. If angle A is equals to 60 and angle C is equals to 65, give reason. So what is the question? Is quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram? So quadrilateral ABCD is parallelogram or not, we have to tell, and they have given that angle A value as 70 and angle C value as 65. So if it is a parallelogram, why it is a parallelogram we have to write, and if it is not a parallelogram, why it is not a parallelogram also we have to write. So here what they have given in quadrilateral ABCD. So here I am drawing one parallelogram. This is A, B, C, D. Here angle A value they have given as 70 and angle C value they have given as 65. So whether it is a parallelogram or not we have to check. So in the figure, from figure, angle A is equals to 70 and angle C is equals to 65. So by using the properties of parallelogram we can tell that opposite angles will be always equal. In parallelogram opposite angles will be equal, but here both the angles are not equal, they are different. Here it is 70 and here it is 75. So by using that property you can tell that ABCD is not a parallelogram. Okay, so understood. So by the using of properties of parallelogram we can say that in a parallelogram opposite sides are parallel to opposite angles are equal, but in this case opposite angles are not equal. So we can say that these two, the given quadrilateral ABCD is not a quadrilateral, is not a parallelogram. So by using by properties of parallelogram, opposite angles are equal, opposite angles will be equal, but from figure you can tell angle A and angle C are not equal to each other. So therefore angle A and angle C are not equal to each other. So therefore you can tell that ABCD is not a parallelogram. So therefore ABCD is not a parallelogram. So by using this property we can say this is not a parallelogram. So what I did in figure, angle A is equals to 70 degrees, angle C is equals to 65 degrees. Now they have given this figure, angle A value they have given as 70, angle C they have given as 65. So by using the properties you can say, by the using of parallelogram properties you can tell that opposite angles will be equal in the parallelogram. Okay, but in this case opposite angles are not equal. So by using that property you can tell this will not form a parallelogram here. Okay, so next one is 8th one. So what is 8th one? So two adjacent sides of a parallelogram are in ratio 5:3. The perimeter of a parallelogram is 48 centimeters. Find the length of each side. So we have to find the length of each side, and adjacent angles, adjacent sides they have given in the form of ratio, that is 5:3. That means ratio is nothing but the answer will lies in 5 table and also it will lie in 3 table. So we will solve this. So given two adjacent sides of parallelogram are in ratio, what is the ratio? That is 5:3. So we should take a parallelogram. So two adjacent sides means you can take any two sides, okay, which is having common vertex. So any two sides you can take. I am taking this as 5 and this as 3. So these are the ratios, not the particular length of that parallelogram. So these are the ratios of the parallelogram. So the answer will be in the form of 5 multiples, and also the answers will be in the form of which multiples? That will be 3 multiples. Now 3 multiples. So what we can say here, sum of two adjacent angles, sum of two adjacent sides. So if you take here a line, so and also they have given that perimeter of a parallelogram as what they have given the perimeter of a parallelogram, that is 48 centimeters. 48 centimeters. So they have given only two sides. So they have given only two sides value. So we will also divide this 48 by 2, because perimeter is nothing but adding all the sides. But they have given only two sides. So we are dividing this 48 with 2. So here what you will write, the sum of two sides is equals to sum of these two sides. If you add these two sides, sum of two sides is equals to half of perimeter. Half of perimeter. The sum of two sides will be equals to half of perimeter. So if you add these two, that is 5x plus 3x is equals to half of is nothing but multiplication, and what is the perimeter value, that is 48 centimeters. Now you can cancel here, 2 ones are 2 24s are. So you got 5x plus 3x is equals to 24 centimeters. So 5 plus 3 is how much? 5 plus 3 is 8x is equals to 24 centimeters. So I am transposing this 8 to other side. So x is equals to 24 by 8. 8 ones are 8 threes are. So you got the x value as 3. So now we have to find the sides also. So the length of first side. Length of first side. So what is the length of first side? That is 5x. So in this 5 is a constant value. X value is 3. So 5 into 3 will be 15 centimeters. So the length of this part is 15 centimeters. And now we have to find the length of second side. So what is the length of second side here? 3x. So 3 is a constant value. X value is how much? 3. So 3 into 3 will be equals to 9 centimeters. So this is our solution. So once I can say this, given two adjacent sides of a parallelogram are in ratio 5:3. So these two sides are in the ratio of 5:3. So ratio is nothing but multiples. The answers will be in the form of multiples of 5, and also the answer will be in the form of multiples of 3. So I have taken 5x and 3x. So and also they have given the perimeter of a parallelogram is 48 centimeters. Total perimeter, if you add all the sides, that will be equals to 48 centimeters. Now this is total perimeter, means adding all the sides you will get as 48. But they have given only two sides, not other two sides. They have given only two sides. So we are also doing half of this 48. Okay, so we are dividing this 48 with 2 now. So sum of two sides, if you add these two sides, that will be equals to half of this perimeter. So 5x plus 3x is equals to half into 48. So 2 ones are 2 24s are. So 5x plus 3x will be 8x is equals to 24. So x will be equals to how much now? 24 by 8. 8 ones are 8 threes are. So x value you got it as 3 now. Now this 3 you substitute in the x value. Length of first side is 5x. So 5 is a constant value. X is equals to 3. So 5 threes are is 15 centimeters. Now in the same way, length of second side is 3 is a constant value. X value is 3. So 3 into 3 is equals to how much? 9 centimeters. So this is our 8th solution. So what is the next one? The diagonals of a parallelogram, the diagonals of a quadrilaterals are perpendicular to each other. Is such a quadrilateral always rhombus? Draw a rough figure to justify your answer. So what is the question? We are taking one quadrilateral, and if you draw a quadrilateral, in that you will be having two perpendicular lines. and they are perpendicular to each other. It's in the diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So if they are perpendicular, always that figure will be a rhombus, or it can be any other figure also they are asking. So we will see this. So diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So I am taking one figure here. Given diagonals are perpendicular. Diagonals are perpendicular. If the diagonals are perpendicular, then the quadrilateral need not be a rhombus always. So if I take this figure, I am taking this figure. These are perpendicular diagonals. First I have drawn the perpendicular triangles. So if you attach this, is this a rhombus? Is this figure is a rhombus? No, this is not a rhombus. So no need of always, it should be only rhombus when diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So it can't be, it is not a rhombus, but it can also be any other figure. So here diagonals are perpendicular, but it is not a rhombus. So it can be any other figure when diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So write that only. If the diagonals are perpendicular, to each other, if diagonals are perpendicular to each other, then the quadrilateral need not be always rhombus. Okay, need not be always rhombus. So it can be any other figure also. Okay, so look at the figure. So you can look this figure, and here diagonals are perpendicular to each other, but this figure is not a rhombus. Okay, so this is our answer. Next, 10th solution, last one in this. So ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to DC. If AB is equals to angle A is equals to angle B is equals to 30 degrees, what are the measures of other two angles we have to find? So what are the other two angles we have to find here? So they have given ABCD is a trapezium, in that AB is parallel to DC. Okay, so AB is parallel to DC. This A, B, C, D is a trapezium, and these two are parallel to each other, and they have given that angle A value as 30 and angle B value is also 30. Okay, angle A value is 30 and angle B also 30. So we have to find other two angles here. So how to find, we will see. So given ABCD is a trapezium, and given that, and also they have given that AB line segment is parallel to DC line segment, angle A is equals to 30 they have given, and angle B is equals to 30. So other two angles we have to find. So already we know that sum of two adjacent angles will be equals to 180 degrees. So already they have given these two are parallel. So if I extend this line, this will be a transversal, and we know that sum of two interior angles on same side of a transversal will be equals to 180 degrees. So we can write here angle A plus angle D is equals to 180 degrees. Angles, angle A and angle D lies on same side of transversal. Okay, so angle A value already they have given as 30 plus angle D value is how much? We don't know, we have to find. That will be equals to 180. So transpose is 30 to other side. So angle D is equals to 180 degrees minus 30 degrees. So angle D is how much? That will be 150 degrees. So here angle D is how much? 150 degrees. Now in the same way we have to find angle C value also. So these two are parallel to each other. This is a transversal and these two angles are lying on same side of a transversal. So that will be equals to 180 degrees. So again you can write here angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degrees because angle B plus angle C lies on same side of transversal. So that will be equals to 180 degrees. So angle B they have given as 30, angle C we have to find. That will be equals to 180 degrees. So transpose is 30 to other side. Angle C is equals to 180 minus 30. So angle C is how much now? 150 degrees. So angle D value we got as 150 as well as angle C also we got as 150 degrees. So this is our 9th solution. So with this our chapter is completed. So this 11th bit, fill in the blanks, you do it as homework, very easy. Just you have to apply the properties there. Okay. So in next class we will come, I will come with a new chapter. Thank you.